Alright folks, welcome back to another Let's Play episode of Wannabe Gamer Dad. Today we're between the stars on our adventure as we continue across the galaxy. Last episode, we died a pretty horrible death killing a bad guy. So now we actually apparently get to start the actual campaign. So let's get ready and get going. Ooh, we get some customization options here. Let's see. We got a Mercury Thallium. Mercury Thallium is a small cruiser-class ship. The engineers at Mercury in charge of its development achieved great agility and acceleration by reducing the Thallium's hull armor and offensive capabilities. That sounds like a bad idea. Besides being quick and agile, the Thallium has superior-grade shields which tend to be found on more advanced ships. Well, at least it's got good shields, right? Alright, let's see. Speed, agility, hull resistance. What else do we have here? Infinite Astral. The Infinite Astral is a Class C cruiser, normally used to transport medium loads in hazardous areas. Its 9 engines are able to provide a good acceleration despite the mass of the ship and its cargo. This is an old model, but today is still widely used. Some pirates take advantage of its size to modify the ship, adding more weaponry. Okay, so this one gets bigger guns, or more guns. The Cosmos Transporter. Cosmos Transporter is a Class C stellar cruiser known for its versatility and balance. Its reduced fabrication cost makes it one of the most common Republic fleet ships. It also offers a wide array of space for its crew as well as its cargo. Among its flaws are its poor agility and low acceleration capabilities. Okay. So basically we get shields, we get guns, or we get kind of balanced. Right? What do we want to go with here, guys? I'm thinking let's go with shields, primarily because they recharge, and we're not going to have to do repairs on them and such if they fail, or if they don't fail. So, hopefully that's a good choice. We've got some armament options here. Light cannon of the Republic, light plasma cannon, and a flat gun. Alright, or we've got, or maybe this is also a guided missile, and interceptor laser. Okay, special ability transfusion. Distributes energy between shields, activating them if necessary. That's probably a good thing. Alright. So let's see, what do we want to call it? The Lonely Dragon? Or do we want to name it something else? What do we want our emblem to be here? We got the pirate, we kind of got like a sunrise or planet there with some stars. So let's go with that one. We have blue, yellow, or green. Let's call this the Emerald Dragon. Why is my caps lock on? My caps lock is not on. So, guess we're gonna have to. Oh, well, that's weird. Now that we deleted that, it got rid of the extra caps. Okay, so there we go. We're going to fly the Emerald Dragon. It's got a nice green color. We got a logo here. Kind of dragonish looking there. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Ooh, and now we get to pick ourselves here. We got Captain Igor Belov. Call him Wannabe, of course. There we go. Robotized reload, reduces loading time, increases. Alright, let's just go ahead and go with that. Works for me. Nice young looking chap, unlike myself. Now we get to load. I always love loading. It's so much fun. We're just going to sit here. We're going to watch the screen. We're going to wonder what takes it so long. I mean, what is it loading, really? You know? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, this is a really long loading. Alright, here we go.
Captain, we're in the sectors adjacent to Tacit The War Council will not be held for another 2 days.
Understood, May. We'll take advantage of the downtime to supply our ship and patrol the area. Input coordinates to the nearest space station.
No need, Captain. Our power levels will let us fly for at least another 2 weeks.
We've spoken about this, May. The crew is exhausted. They've been eating nothing but synthetic proteins for a month. They need a breather.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates set.
Let's go ahead and check out this suspicious activity. Went ahead and put some power on the shields there and weapons, because hey, I'd rather have that than get there fast, right? Alright, here we go. Pulse drive, active! La da da da, la da dee da da, singing in the shower. La da da da, you don't want to see that. It's not much fun, and it's definitely not pretty. La da da da, la da dee dee. Do need to shave though, right? I mean, I'm getting kind of scruffy here. Alright, here we go. You arrive at the corresponding coordinates and find a suspicious ship. The best thing you can do is send a transmission and identify them. Maya opens the opens the communication and directs the call to your terminal. On the screen, you can see some big yellow eyes staring right at you. Oh goodness, I should be yawning already. Lucky you, it's a Sitar ship. The captain's jaw is open to speak. Right? Sure. The creature seems somewhat offended. Few people could understand that language. The Sitar had been the last introduction to the Interstellar Republic after years of diplomatic work, greatly hampered by the complex phonetic system they use. You weren't one of those few people, but after the treaty and the territory in the Republic, they were subject to the same laws as you. Therefore, your jurisdiction enters into compliance with them. I must check your cargo captain.
Head to the target. May, prepare boarding protocol.
So May. Okay, we'll call it May. La da da dee, la da da da, la da da dee da da. Moseying along, come up beside them. We don't want to frighten them, but we want to keep our guns on them, just in case. Okay. He doesn't seem to understand what you say, but he accepts the coupling request. You approach the ship and meet the captain. You had hardly seen one or two in your entire life. The borders had been open only a short time ago, and there were few people who went outside their sectors. Oh man, it's only like 6:30. The known universe isn't exactly small, but until today it was the only intelligent species found. Having seen one or two did not make this event less impressive. Those beings measured approximately 2.5 meters. His two yellow eyes seemed to emit light like two spotlights in the holes where nostrils should be. His silky skin and mysteriously smooth appearance was distributed in a range of colors ranging from gray to white. Without a doubt, they instilled respect, especially with those jaws as a mouth. At the moment, you greatly appreciated the reputation of pacifists they had. May I see what you're transporting? He leads you through one of the corridors to a large room that you can smell before arriving. In it, you can see approximately 50 terrestrial cows. It was funny that after all the things that had been speculated about extraterrestrial life, the only one that had been proved to be true was their fixation on those animals. I need to see your live animal transportation license. We must check in case there are any hidden goods. So we either got a charisma roll or a luck roll. Let's go with luck. Oh, and we only get to roll one die. Probably gonna mess up on that one, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay, you were lucky. The captain seems puzzled, but he does not do anything while you check the hold. As soon as you arrive at a small chest, he nervously heads towards you. In the interior, you find several vials with a whitish substance. It's no surprise that Tatar, besides the taste of beef, also have a particular addiction to the consumption of resin from one of their native ferns. The sale of Tatar resins was prohibited due to its effects it caused in humans. That amount was quite small, despite being able to claim a good amount of credits. Adding to it the fact that it was anyone's site, everything seemed to indicate that it was clearly for the crew's consumption. Although the possession outside their territory was penalized, it wasn't considered a crime. Wannabe has gained a new attribute, nurturing. Okay, guess we can go with that, right? I must confiscate the chest, Captain. Be careful with this, it can be dangerous. Let's go ahead and let him have it. You know, as long as he doesn't go selling it anywhere, we should be alright, right? Hopefully that doesn't backfire on us. Don't tell my kids. Don't do drugs, kids. Bad for you. Alright. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La da 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 da. I really think I should work on my opera singing. No, not really. Okay, let's see. Once you have confirmed the signal on the monitors, you can glimpse an abandoned ship through the bridge's bay window. Immediately after seeing it, you get the chills. The hull seems intact, and the distress signal, coupled with the lights, which are still on, confirm the power system was undamaged. Your terminal lights up, and the crewmate Zoe gives you his report of the situation.
Captain! The ship's crew is unresponsive to our incoming transmissions. We will keep a safe distance until further orders.
Get suits ready, we're going in. We must answer the distress signal. Withdraw. We must answer.
Head to the target. May, prepare boarding protocol.
Doing our good deeds for the day. Our good deeds for the day. Looks like a lot of scrap out there in space. Somebody should really come and recycle it. Yes, they should, because it's going to waste. Such a wasteful episode. La da da la da dee la da 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 da. The coupling request has not been confirmed, so the only viable route was to force the hatch open. The antechamber leading to the interior of the ship would make sure a complete decompression was avoided, a well-chosen safety measure to ensure rescue was possible in the case of an opening systems failure. Your crew gets to work, and they exit the ship with their spacesuits on. In about an hour, the machinery is positioned and ready to force the opening hatch as if it were made of tin. Reroute power towards the pistons. Okay, you board the ship and make sure the power flow is stable. Upon confirmation from the engineers and receipt of the toxicity readings from the scientists, you proceed through the decompression room and remove your helmets to continue investigating. You traverse. You know, that's really not a good idea. I mean, you don't know what killed the people on this ship. Maybe they had some kind of disease, or maybe the gases or the air is poisonous. You just don't know. I mean, you know, I guess there was toxicity readings from the scientist. I still wouldn't remove my hat. Just me. But, you know. You traverse the corridors with caution. Alert to any signal that might imply imminent danger. Silence. Absolute silence. Not even the slightest sound comes from any of the rooms you leave behind. This was baffling. The ship was in good shape. Even though the crew had disappeared, you hoped that at least the A system would shed some light on what happened. We should dive in smaller groups and look for clues. Following your orders, the crew separates into groups for survivors along different paths. Mba and Klein remain behind to guard the rear. Something snapping behind a hatch puts you on alert. You raise your hand to indicate to the crew following you that you are going to enter. You activate the opening of the hatch and the room access wide open. You descend the stairs in front of you until you reach the ship's cargo hold. You observe amidst the shelves strange and antique-looking objects, seemingly older than the space travel. Scrolls of parchment, statuettes, and other utensils that you would not know how to describe occupied most of the inventory of the ship. Crew member Ma. An archaeologist ship? Klein. Smugglers or rubblers, rather. You look in the direction of Klein, made a gesture towards, and clearly see various ammunition crates and weapon cases. Let's get the weapons out of here. The crew recovers some of the cases containing the different weapons until the sound of gunfire coming above makes you all look at each other in surprise. Okay, we got a grenade launcher. Regroup with the rest of the crew. You run as fast as you can towards where the gunshot came from. From afar, you see the hatch of one of the rooms wide open and you enter it. You make it past the threshold, and the first thing you see is crew member Murphy bleeding profusely from a gash on his head whilst keeping his still smoking weapon raised. At his feet, you can see the corpse of a man clinging to a stone drenched in blood. A stone, huh? What happened here, Murphy? Murphy turns to look at you and immediately responds.
Captain, this scumbag was hiding like a rat. He assaulted us from behind with that stone he has in his hands.
The rest of the crew reports on their findings. Everyone agrees there's no trace of any other survivors, and the my system of the ship seems damaged. With no other clues to follow, you prepare to leave the ship. You barely a couple of steps from the exit when you seem to hear one of your crew members call you from behind. What is it?
No one saw things, sir.
Suddenly you feel your hands grow heavy and look down at them. The same stone the man was clinging onto before he exited is now in your hands. You do not remember what exactly it is you picked it up, but you can see that it's some sort of tablet. Winnie, it's an ancient tablet. Ooh, a magical tablet. Let's head back to the ship. This is giving me a migraine. Definitely. Okay. I think there was one more, wasn't there? Ooh. You descend to the ship's dining room full of energy. Despite everything that's happened over the past few weeks, you are feeling exceptionally well. For the first time in a while, the hours of sleep had become exceptionally restorative. You enter the room with a spring in your step. Inside, some of the crew say hi whilst Klein is serving the trays with rations. Surprised, you stare at the dish of dehydrated protein that looks much better than usual. It's probably due to hunger, but as soon as you swallow the first spoonful, you can feel a clear improvement in the taste. There we go. Klein is a bit surprised. We have changed the protein brand, Captain. There were none usual brand left in the last warehouse. Bah. And I visited when resupplying the ship. We thought it wouldn't make much of a difference, but I'm glad you like them. Wannabe has gained a new attribute, and you can hear the dogs. How nice of them. From now on, I think I'll buy these. You catch yourself grabbing seconds. Food on the warship was not meant to be exceptionally good beyond providing all the necessary nutrients. Finding a non-perishable food source that also had more taste than wet paper had been a great find. As your crew speaks, you stay thoughtful until Mba addresses you, returning you back to your reality.
What is it, Captain?
You look towards Mba you're looking at, and you see the ancient tablet that you rescued from the abandoned ship just a few days ago on the table. Maybe one of your crew members could clarify what it was. Took it from the ship, thought it might be valuable. The crew shrugs. I have no idea where it may have come from, but I know someone who might. An old partner of mine runs the antique shop in Alfred Melody. Maybe he could lend a hand. That got you curious. The tablet itself was not particularly remarkable apart from the engravings and ancient appearance, but there was the possibility that it was much more valuable than it seemed. Oh goodness, guys. Boy, I guess I'm going to have to make this the last episode for today. If it was some lost treasure worth a fortune, it wouldn't hurt to know. Okay, we'll make a visit. Killing time. So we're gonna go to another sector, it looks like. Guess we're gonna go over here to this allied station. I thought there was one more thing we were supposed to visit. One more yellow arrow. Did anybody see it? I am not seeing it. Maybe it has disappeared. Let's go here. Alright, engaging pulse drive. How's my sound effects? What's this? Are we being attacked? We've been intercepted.
Activate the shields! All hands to battle stations!
Prepare to fire! Engage the enemy! Oh, I guess we should get moving, huh? Forward shields are almost failed! We must turn. Turning. Reader for Ruby shield power. Alright, hold them down.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
We got his rear shields down. Ah, damn it, I keep overloading the damn guns. Trying to concentrate fire on his rear end there, but I still think it's gonna work. Not very good at keeping that shield power and weapon energy. Anyway. There we go. Alright, we got it. Love this.
Great job, crew. We did it.
Gather that, and let's see. Gather that. Alright, now let's go ahead and get back on track here, right? I wonder if this is a common occurrence that, you know, pirates attack the warships. You wouldn't think that would be very smart, right? I mean, but hey, I guess it gives something to the game, right? They gotta have someone to be entertained. Ah, la da 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 da. Man, we got our shields back pretty good there. Hopefully we didn't get too many hits to our hull. Go ahead and rebalance our shields. Wonder how fast they recharge. They just don't seem to be doing a spectacular job of it. Kind of slow. Considering the amount of power I have redirected to them. I have to find out if there's any way we can improve that recharging speed. Okay, let's see, where are we gonna dock?
Comms chief, request permission to dock.
Looks like over there.
Welcome, Captain. Kick your boots off. My house is your house.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there's Pulsar and AdTech and the gun shop. Seen all those before. So I guess this is pre the war, maybe? Maybe not. I think it was kind of pre the war. So the conference was in 2 days, right? Let's see, I think we need to turn this way and go this way a little bit. Okay, and then we gotta go down a little bit. And forward a smidge. Bring us in for docking. There we go. Alright, picture perfect docking, right? Come on, just go with it. It's okay. Okay, here we go.
Docking complete. Only the authorized personnel can disembark.
Ooh, we got more options now. The hangar, commercial zone, District 8 is the industrial ghetto where the workers of power plants, the area used to reside. Over time, it has become the favorite area of activity that goes against the law of the Republic. And the arcade. Alright, well, I guess, let's go to the commercial zone and see if there's any missions. Alright, crew members. Have anything in our stash? We got some weapons here. Ancient tablet, heavy laser. Guided missile launchers here. Okay. So where was systems? Okay, what do we have here? Light cannon, flak, light plasma. So we don't get a whole lot of room really to upgrade these or anything. I guess we could upgrade them a little bit. Let's see what we can pump out here. Don't have enough there for that one. And at least we got one upgrade on each, so that'll give us a little bit. And our starboard side here's got a little bit more power to it. Departments. Task. Okay, main mission, the antique shop. Okay, so I guess we can't really. I thought maybe we could come here and get another mission. First War Council has been convened after the destruction of the headquarters. Okay, so this is after. Chaos has taken over the Interstellar Republic. That blow had opened up a deep wound in the government, eliminating with a single stroke all the ringleaders. The lack of control was more evident than ever due to the lack of representatives, but that had to change. Vice Admiral Darrell Flynn had managed to begin to bring order into the army and to call to arms all the captains left alive. In the council, all the cards will be placed on the table. The time of the counterattack was near. The council will be held within 2 days in what had been called the new headquarters. There was no time to lose, but the arrival of the soldiers at the other end of the universe would not be immediate. In the meantime, you and the crew take the opportunity to fine-tune the ship and perhaps find some well-paid work. Okay. So I guess we'll take this one on, and we'll go find that antique shop for the tablet there. Alright, here we go. Objective, go back, and let's see where we gotta go. Exit the space station here, and I guess we gotta jump somewhere, right? So we want to hit our map, and let's see. It's in the light system. Back into warp we go. La da 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 da. We're gonna go visit the shop called Carbon 14, located on the planet 7255. Alright, so there's the Allied station, there's some suspicious activity, and there's the antique shop over there. So I guess let's go over to this antique shop. Looks like anytime we go into a system, we're going to have some suspicious activity going on, huh? That's a weird sound effect glitch there. We might have to mute the background sound on the video here for just a second. If you guys are hearing that, it's just on my end. Oh, here we go. You walk through the ship's corridors, training room. When you hear hustle and bustle of the crew doing combat simulations, you approach the bridge, making sure you have a good view to observe the training. Vinogradov.
Lift your elbows. You must keep your guard up.
Cook. Move your waist. You have to follow the blows with it. Murphy.
Captain, you'll arrive right on time.
Why don't you come down and join us? Alright, might as well. You go down the stairs and stand next to the crew member Murphy, who's still leading the training. Murphy.
We will take advantage of the fact that we have the captain to give you a practical demonstration of hand-to-hand combat techniques. Don't worry, the captain won't be harmed.
That's probably good. He still has to pay us for this month's salary. Okay. Okay, so we gotta roll a die of 6 or more. Oof. Ah, we're lucky. Yay! Okay, your aptitude level allows you to succeed. Murphy starts throwing blows at your guard. You immediately notice that he is using considerably more strength than should be allowed applied when sparring. You avoid a series of punches by leaning sideways at just the right moment and then back off to catch distance. Come on, Captain. Is that all you got? I guess you're weaker than you look. The man throws himself at you with all of his power. As he aims straight at your head with a sideways step, you avoid the blow and hit his unprotected jaw with a cross. First lesson, don't get distracted. Murphy gets up enraged from the hook you just gave him, and instantly stretches both arms to charge against you. Immediately, you take advantage of the lack of protection to connect a series of direct blows in his nose and make him kneel for the last blow to the kidney. Second lesson, don't lose your cool. Murphy stands up and raises his fist. Now he no longer comments on it. The man charges you again, and you cross a few blows until you grab him by the waist and flip him over you, applying a hold. Without letting go, you turn to twist his arm and sit on him while you press hard. The man defeated claps the ground as a sign of surrender. You speak. Third lesson. Out here you will not have the luxury to surrender. Always keep that in mind and do not do anything foolish. End of class. We gained a new attribute, familiar. Okay. Back to work. We're receiving jump signals nearby. Oh, goody. We're gonna get attacked.
Activate the weapons! All crew to battle stations!
Oops. Shoot. Didn't mean to do that necessarily. Rotate shields! Ah, weapons overheated. Damn it. One of them.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Oh, I forgot to put power to my engines. Dang it. Keep doing that, huh?
Great job, crew.
Great,
Did it.
Shields. I'm kind of worried that we don't have great shields. We kind of have mediocre shields. We had to upgrade those pretty quickly, I think. They seem to go down real quick. Took some pretty heavy damage there. It looks like about 15%. So we're going to have to get that fixed next time we can. I don't think we do any repairs on our own here. Still got funky background noise going on, so we're going to keep that off for just a second here as we travel to the antique shop, where we'll learn about this mysterious tablet that seems to have magical powers appearing in my hands on its own. Are we getting attacked again? No, what are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. Maybe we're landing? I have no idea. Well, we got some music now. I don't know. Maybe we flew into the planet. Not really sure what's going on here. Seems to be responsive, so. Okay, well, maybe we exit the main menu and save, and we start again. I think it kind of broke there. We've encountered a bug. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're back here, and let's see where we were at. So we were kind of making our way towards the planet here. And I don't know, it doesn't look like we've gone anywhere, so it's right after we warped in. So all of that we just did not count. Save where you're actually at. Just your last save or warp in point, I guess. Try this again. Although our damage is still down here. It looks like more though. It looks like 74% now. Maybe that's what it was. It's kind of hard to read on the screen here. So let's see if we can get in here a little bit closer to this planet this time. Maybe without crashing. Oh, I see. There's a little yellow dot over here. It's kind of hard to see there. Click on that. There we go. Okay, you open the antique shop's door and hear the bells hanging on the frame ring. The shop was not dissimilar from what you had imagined it like. The dust piles up over almost 100 extravagant-looking objects. You walk the halls, tablet in your hands while you look at some antiquities. You never paid special attention to antiquities, but it was hard not to be curious about where they come from. A man comes out with a friendly smile, owner of the antique shop.
How may I help you with something?
Greetings, I want to be Captain of the Interstellar Republic. The man seemed somewhat surprised.
Edmund Glutz at your service, Captain. What brought you to my store?
Edmund notices the tablet on your arm while waiting for your answer. One of my crew said that maybe you could help me. The man arches an eyebrow as you explain what happened with the tablet and leads into the back room where he seems to have a small workshop. On the walls you can see large magnifiers and other restoration tools. Edmund picks up a few books from the central table to make room for the tablet, pulls out a magnifying glass with a flashlight and a brush from a shelf, and begins to check the tablet carefully. Let's see. Well, do we know where it came from? The man remains silent and completely paralyzed. Edmund? Wow, for a second I thought it was something big. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Captain, but there's no doubt that this is a forgery, of course, of exceptional quality. So, you know what this is about? It is a rather convincing recreation of a ceremonial tablet from an ancient tribe known as the Dicemorphs, originally from Ethos, extinct long before the appearance of space travel. I can't tell you much more. Only about a dozen remains of their civilization have been found. All we know about them has been thanks to the transcription of a handful of anthropological texts collected from ancient Ethos libraries. Okay, tell me more about these guys.
It's not like a specialist, and to tell you the truth, I don't think there exists an expert on the subject in the entire galaxy. The majority of texts have been lost to time. The only thing that is left of them is no more than mere notes or mentions in old books. You could even access them in the galactic database through the Ansible on your ship. The little we know is that we're a fairly small tribal civilization. The little we know is that they were a fairly small tribal civilization prior to space colonization. Do you think anyone might be interested? Amongst some of my clients are reputed historians who would pay a fortune for a real piece. Being such a high-quality forgery, you could surely find some interested buyer, but at an astronomically lower amount. Best I could do is 500 credits. You can sell it right now and forget about it, but you don't know if it would be worth it. Seeing the man's reaction when he inspected it thoroughly, you suspect that it's not even close to being a fair deal. If your suspicions were true, you could earn a lot more by selling it on your own. You turn around, blah, blah, blah. Wait, Captain, I'll offer you 1,500 credits. Okay. We'll investigate more about it on the ship. Okay, so now we have to find the exit for the planet, right? Which should be a little red dot somewhere. There we go. Okay. It's kind of weird how that comes up on the opposite side of where we're at. That's kind of a pain. Alright, so I guess maybe we go check out some suspicious activity here. I'm going the wrong way. Yep, that's me, Captain Wrong Way. La da 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 dee da da. Do. Alright guys, well, we've finished the antique shop. We know we've got something valuable here, but the guy doesn't really want to tell us what it's about. So I guess this might be a good time to end up this episode, and we'll come back next time with another episode as we go investigate some suspicious activities, get some missions, and continue our adventure in investigating this journal. In the meantime, if you'll click the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to know when the next episode comes out, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.